What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the LTQ Wrestling Podcast. It is officially Tiffy time to start off 2025. Tiffany Stratton cashes in Money in the Bank on Nia Jax and finally becomes the WWE Women's Champion. Way to start off the year with a bang. I mean, we all thought maybe there's a possibility that she would cash in tonight. She helped Nia retain, but then afterwards, she turned her back on her. She hits her with the briefcase. She hits Tiffany Stratton with the briefcase after Nia was looking to hit her finisher on Bianca Belair. Bianca Belair hits the KOD. Tiffany Stratton throws her outside the ring, throws her over the announce table, and she hits the moonsault for the 1, 2, 3. What a moment. Big Tiffany Stratton fan, like many of you are. Fantastic booking right here. They tried to swerve us in the beginning. I thought, man, they're going to wait till, towards WrestleMania season to do it. They're just going to have her teased again and help Nia, and they're going to have this friendship go on a little bit longer. And man, they swerved us. I loved it. Congratulations to Tiffany Stratton. She deserves it. Ready for a heck of a run with that women's championship. Curious who she's going to face at WrestleMania. Will it be Becky Lynch? Will it be Charlotte Flair? Will it be somebody else that's not being talked about? We'll have to see. But man, to see her cash in, awesome moment. I'm always a fan of cash ins. The Money in the Bank's been booked iffy the last few years with a few losses, and you guys know how it's been. But man, this was perfectly executed. Credit to WWE Creative, Triple H, whoever put this together. Awesome, awesome moment. Start off 2025. 3 hour show tonight, and it went by pretty quick. Not a bad show at all, especially with Tiffany Stratton cashing in. I do think, at least in my opinion, that should have main evented. Because yes, the Bloodline's been the main thing of the show and everything, but it's a Money in the Bank cash in. It's a Tiffany Stratton moment. It's a championship match. Why not have that main event? The Bloodline don't have to main event all the time. The match was fine, but I do think Tiffany Stratton cashing is worthy of a main event. But hey, we all got what we wanted. That's all that matters, right? So let's talk a little bit about what else happened on the show. Cody kicks off the show. He's coming out talking about how he's still hurting. He can't compete. But, Kevin Owens and him are going to go to war at War Rumble. Pretty much is talking about that, how WWE is going back 3 hours on SmackDown. He's talking about that. He talks about Raw. And then he talks about Kevin Owens again, how he's a fake champion. And then Drew McIntyre comes out. And him and Drew have a history. Very similar past to WWE. Both left, wanted bigger, opportunities, wanted to come back bigger stars. They both accomplished that. And just both their stories are so amazing to me and fascinating just because, like, they were seen as mid-card. Drew was really a jobber in 3MB, and they go out in the indie scene, make a name for themselves, and now they're kicking off a SmackDown. Like, it's really cool to see a lot of wrestlers' journeys throughout the business because not everybody has, a quick path to success. I mean, look at LA Knight. He's been in TNA and all these other companies, and he's worked behind the scenes WWE, or not behind the scene, but as like an extra. So it's just awesome to see that. But Drew pretty much says, or he pretty much just hugs Cody to start off, and the crowd gasped, like, what the hell? Why is this guy hugging Cody? And he says he's here to protect Cody. He's here if Cody needs him. Cody needs a friend. And he said this is one of the best generations, if not the best generations of wrestlers. This is in the 80s. We got such a talented locker room. And then Cody says, I don't believe anything you say. And, KO's also talking, or Drew's also talking about how KO's a fake champion. And he's going around like one of these idiots in the crowd with a fake championship, and they're advertising him on live events. And pretty much that was really it. Just a cool back and forth between these two. Big fan of both of them. But then Drew walks away and he gets on the apron and he says, you better watch your back. And KO attacks him. And KO and Cody get into another brawl, as they always do, back and forth. They have to have security and Nick Aldis get out there, break it up. And that's the end of the open segment. Very well done. I'm really looking forward to Drew being on the Blue Brand. It sounds like him and Sammy both are going to be transferring over to SmackDown to start off the year. So good to see that. Fan of both. And can't wait to see Drew McIntyre against Cody Rhodes in the future. That is going to be a fire feud. We had Andrade against Nakamura. Good match. Nakamura ends up getting the win with the Kinshasa. After the match, LA Knight comes out, tries to attack Nakamura before he hits his finisher. Nakamura gets out of the ring, and LA Knight talks a little bit on the mic, talking about how you took that title away from me. I'm going to attack you every chance I get. And that pretty much sets up a match for next week for the United States Championship. So Shinsuke Nakamura against LA Knight, yeah, next week. We had Michin against Piper Niven. Not really anything special in this match. Michin gets the win over Piper, pretty much setting up her against Chelsea in a rematch for the Women's United States title at Saturday night's main event. We also had Paul Heyman come out, do a promo. He's pretty much hyping up the Reigns and Solo match, talk about Reigns, the original tribal chief. And yes, they were grooming Solo to be the next tribal chief, but that was way into the future, not now. And he took Roman Reigns' Ula Fala after Roman Reigns lost to Cody Rhodes, and Roman Reigns will reclaim his throne as the tribal chief next Monday, or this Monday on Raw, on the debut on Netflix. Solo comes out, and he says pretty much, if I do lose, I will acknowledge Roman Reigns as the tribal chief right there in the ring. But if I win, I pretty much own the Ula Fala, and I own you, Paul Heyman. And that's the end of it. And good back and forth, hyping up their match. Can't wait for that. Pretty sure it's kicking off the Netflix premiere. So really looking forward to that. We had DIY against the Motor City Machine Guns. Solid match, but the ending was just kind of meh. But pretty much Pretty Deadly got out there, interfered. Them and DIY had a segment before talking about DIY pretty much saying to them, look, we got to retain at any means necessary. We'll give you guys an opportunity, but we have to retain tonight. So Pretty Deadly goes out there, interferes. Garza and Humberto try to get out there and take out them, but it doesn't really go to plan. And then DQ finish. And we had Naomi against Nia. Talked about Tiffany winning. I'll talk about the match a little bit. Really fun match between these two. I thought these two kicked ass tonight. Naomi put out a lot of cool moves. She did like the move Adam Cole and MJF do, which she gets him on the apron, just plants him head first. She did a crucifix, Samoan drop to Nia. That was impressive. I think these two had a really awesome match. They got great chemistry. Obviously, they're family, but like they got really good chemistry in the ring, and they really put on back-to-back good matches between each other. So maybe they'll square up again in the future. But with Tiffany being champion, who knows? I really thought though they were possibly going to have Naomi win and really get her feel-good moment, kind of like when Daniel Bryan won. Not as big as a moment, obviously, as Daniel Bryan winning, but him winning. And then Randy Orton came out and cashed in. I thought they were going to maybe do something similar to that with Tiffany, have her come out, cash in on the babyface who finally won the gold after, I think they said 8 years since Naomi's won a WWE title, singles title. They didn't do that. And again, just again a little bit more, yes, perfectly executed by WWE. They thought, the fans thought they were fooled, like, oh, man, we got to wait longer. But no, Tiffany cashes in, and she's a new women's champion. In the main event, Bloodline, the Usos against Tama Tonga, Solo, Jacob Fatu. Went about 20 minutes. Fun match. A lot of back and forth. Solo ends up hitting a Samoan spike. Drew was out there to get involved. Solo hits a Samoan spike on Jay. Gets the win 1, 2, 3. So the first 3 hours of SmackDown, not a bad show. I'm liking it because it gives more people opportunity and more time to be on the show. I think that's always a good thing. So you really can never go wrong with that. And, more younger talent or talent that's gotten less TV time will get that opportunity as well. So, yes, 6 hours of WWE TV. If you just watch main roster shows, if you watch NXT, that's 8 hours. If you watch AEW, that's about 12 hours. There's a lot of wrestling to watch in a week. So us wrestling fans, we're never going to be bored throughout the week. But that's the greatness about it, right? Wrestling's never off TV, really. Every day of the week, there's usually some type of wrestling on. But hopefully you guys enjoyed Tiffany Stratton cashing in. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the first SmackDown of 2025. Make sure to like and subscribe for more wrestling content. Peace.